No place. Striding into the box, Lorenzo Cain. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, number 6.
Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And we should see some 90s as we go forward. 88 degrees, our game time temperature. Fouled off.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. In is Christian Yelich. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. No balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2. 1-2 for Christian Yelich. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Here's Jason Hayward now. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, but let's not focus on that. They're 1-0. Last game, they were able to get a W. Let's see if they continue that momentum today and start playing some consistent baseball.
The third baseman,
Here's Chris Bryant now.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player.
The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Batting 4th.
So striding in, Anthony Rizzo. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted it.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Pham has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. There are certain things that jump out to you and say, this guy's having a great season. Not a good.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall. A home run. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase.
Boy, talking about having a great month. He absolutely killed it last month, hitting over 400. This guy's one of the most dangerous hitters in all of baseball.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. Cain is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But they strike for. At the plate, Travis Shaw. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Moustakas. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. He's taken him deep once. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
And he fouls this one off. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Here comes the first pitch.
The catcher.
Hit hard down the line. This is foul for the first strike.
It looked like, from our perspective, he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
What a powerhouse season in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Batting 8.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. He pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Comes set and the 0-1. On the move again from first. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. But one's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second.
Fielder, Jason Hayward.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Now the relay home. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
The second baseman.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Settling in now, Zach Davies. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Popped him up. Rizzo is there, and that's the third out.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base
Leading off
percentage,
for the
and
Cubs,
slugging percentage in all of
the
Major
right
League
fielder,
Baseball, it's
Nick
probably safe to say they have the
Castellanos.
absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Number 17 for him on the season, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant.
Now
He hit a sac fly earlier.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs.
The first baseman, number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 0-1, here it comes. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Line toward right center. And boy, the Cubs have come to play as this is good for extra bases as well. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit
The
streak
batter,
to 8
number 9.
games. Are you aware of
Shortstop.
stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Brandon Woodruff is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
You know who's the happiest man in the building
Now
right now? His
the
starting
catcher,
pitcher. He's got a big
Wilson.
old smile on his face.
John
He knows he has a
Perez.
6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And the
Now
screen
batting,
shows the
left
story
fielder,
right there as that
Kyle
hitting streak will live to see another day.
Warburg.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded
The
now
batter,
with still
the
nobody
second
out.
baseman, Tony Kemp.
Standing in now, Tony Kemp. On a line, that's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And he's in safely to third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Now batting, the
Digging in
pitcher,
for his second at-bat, Kyle Hendricks. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And that becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Striding in once again,
Jason
Jason Hayward. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A bouncer to the left side. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting,
So 2
right
are gone
fielder,
now in the Cubs half of the 3rd. And the
Castellanos.
right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. And that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Back to the top of the lineup
off
as
for the
they're
Brewers,
still looking for their
the
first
center
base
fielder,
runner in
number
this one.
6.
Oh, and he can't come up
Lorenzo
with it.
Cain.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 29, Tommy
Now the pitch.
Pham.
Slow roller down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And this is hit hard to the right side.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
So we got him swinging. Tommy Pham goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
The right fielder, Christian Yelich.
The windup and the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Yelich is off of first with 2 away.
Ball 1.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. Oh,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will Milwaukee leaves 1. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And there's a base hit on the line. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down. Wow.
The shortstop, Javier.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused.
Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. The tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Kane going back into the bleachers and gone. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Tony.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit it. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat, and while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The batter.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Grandal 30 years of age. He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Shortstop.
And
Orlando
it's fouled away.
Arcia.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Just about given up. Now at the plate, Kyle Hendricks. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. But unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
The right fielder, number 6, Nick
Castellanos now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here. Standing in, Hernan Perez. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozens strikeouts for him in the ball game. Ryan Braun will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. 276 the average coming in for him. 11 home runs and 32 driven in.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Rizzo has a play, and that ends the inning. Junior Guerra gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
He's running. A bouncer to the left side, and nobody's home. It's a base hit, and he is in there.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Here's Javier Baez. As we mentioned earlier, he's in the race for the league's top home run spot, and with a 4-bagger on this day, he continues to add to his impressive power totals.
And he just looks so confident at the plate. Knocks a donut off the bat every time on the on-deck circle and strides to the plate like he owns it. Wouldn't be shocked if he got into another one.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that first pitch on its way.
Off for the Brewers.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Ready once again,
Up next for
Christian
Milwaukee.
Yelich.
The right fielder, Christian
Into
Yelich.
center field, line drive base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to
Now
this
batting,
point. You see he's
the third
only given up
baseman,
2 hits so far
Travis
today, so he's been hitting his
Shaw.
spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his
Now
pitches,
batting,
great command,
the first baseman,
great location, and the
Mike
big key, with 2 strikes,
Dawkins.
he's attacking the zone.
0-1 the count. Yelich, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Digging in, Kyle
Leading
Schwarber.
off
He's
for
2
the
for
Cubs,
3 and looking for more
the
here.
left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First offering on its way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, Tony.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it, 2 gone. Digging in, Kyle
batting,
Hendricks. He's been
the
great on the
pitcher,
mound, so we'll see if he can do
Kyle
something with the bat here as well.
Hendricks.
He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. We're in the 8th now, and
Leading off for the
nothing's
Brewers,
changed out there on the
the
mound.
catcher.
Well, I've been very
Yasmani
impressed with how this starter's going
Grandal.
about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go
The
either
batter,
way
number
now,
3,
I suppose.
Shortstop,
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Arcia.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slow curveball in there for strike 2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now at the plate, Hernan
Now
Perez.
batting,
0 for
second
2
baseman,
for him to this point.
Hernan Perez.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Into the box now, Jason Hayward.
Leading off
2
for the
hits in
Cubs,
4 attempts to this
The
point.
center fielder, Jason
Lifted into center field. Kane is
Hayward.
under it. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 6.
Now at the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment.
batting,
This guy
third
came into the
baseman,
game ice cold,
Red.
but after 3 knocks, to give him
Ryan.
another chance to beat you seems foolish.
He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll hit off the ivy out there.
Boy, Dero, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so
Now
deep
batting,
that ball
baseman,
looked like it was extra
Anthony
bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That
The
worked.
batter, the shortstop, Javier.
At the plate, Javier Baez. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the end.
Your
Manny
attention,
Pena
please.
is going to pinch hit here to lead
Pinch
off
hitting
the
for the
ninth,
Brewers.
and with his club
Number
already
9,
well down, he'll just need to
Manny
try and get on
Pena.
base here. Sends that one out of play for strike one, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pena, or Pineapple as he's sometimes called. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Misses above the zone for a ball. Strike three. 19 strikeouts for him now.
The center fielder.
First
number
pitch of the
6,
at-bat on its way.
Lorenzo.
Line drive to center field. Hayward is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Striding
Now
in,
batting,
Tommy
left
Pham.
fielder.
He's their last shot
Tommy
here with 2 away in the
Pham.
ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past every team.
Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him, and the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 13-0, the convincing final score.